there's people out there trying to crack the world record and just trying to run as far as they can in 24 hours.
On the treadmill, you're gonna pretty much remain in the same position, you don't have the hills to go up and down. It's pretty flat, and then your movement is gonna be very repetitive, so there is a lot of stress on the same muscles, and there is a lot of stress on the legs. So it's very different. You don't have a break, and there is no change of scenery. So there are different aspects, I think, psychologically as well as physically.
Running 24 hours on a treadmill takes a certain type of person, doesn't it? It's yeah, I can imagine running 24 hours out on trails, maybe on a road if you had to, but 24 hours on a treadmill, I think it's as much of a mental battle as it is physical.
When people start, they only concentrate on running, and at least that was my case. I just fell in love with running and run all the time, but I used to have a lot of injuries, and now I actually run a little bit less and I do more of the other stuff, or maybe I run the same but I do more of the other stuff, and certainly strength and stretching and yoga.
Core stability for a runner should be defined as the ability to keep your hips and pelvis travelling in a straight line when you're running, basically. So it relies on your hip muscles and your tummy muscles and your bum and your back and everything just working at the right time to keep a stable foundation. And I think it's fairly well recognised now that having that stable foundation through a whole bunch of different core exercises and stability exercises, which we're working on today, is a great way of improving your performance, but mainly in staying injury-free. I think also expecting a rough spot. So everyone has rough patches during endurance races, but it's knowing how to get out of them, or that you are going to get back out of it and then start feeling okay again, which is important as well.
I find my head or I find my mind going off, and I'm losing focus and so on. So I'm actually training that part too. So yeah, it's not all about running, unfortunately, but yeah, it's actually good. Doing all the side stuff because it keeps you motivated and focused. I recognize the power of that kind of training.